You guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the, let me scoot this back. Boom, welcome back to the channel. So like I said, I had some plans coming up for my car. I'm trying to do this video a little fast. My battery's a little low. I had some plans for the car, like I had said. I got some new brakes I'm gonna be doing kind of soon, I guess, so to speak. I got my voltmeter. This is what it is. It's a little tiny thing, and I'm gonna hook it up. If it'll focus on it, I'm gonna hook it up to make so it reads what my voltage is on my amp, so I can pay attention to it. A voltmeter is a really good idea. Some cars have it already in the dash with a needle, and it moves back and forth. Unfortunately, my car did it. Stupid door shut. And so it's a good way. I mean, it makes so like if you can pay attention, like if it drops to like 11.1 or 10, that's really bad. So you can check stuff, check your alternator, check your battery, check your amps, and just make sure everything's okay. So I'm just gonna put this in. It's real simple what I'm gonna do. This isn't gonna apply to all applications. The wiring will in most parts, but my mounting point won't. You can really mount it everywhere you want. But the reason it's so small is because where it's going to go, my dash, there's already a hole. All I have to do is take out a screw and then cut the bracket and then just put it in and screw it down with this little thing right there, and it tightens down. I got this off of eBay. It was like $3. Took maybe a week or two to get here. No big deal. I wasn't in a hurry. I got these leads, just some 16 gauge, and this is as well. And basically they send you these little terminals, and then you just push them on the back of here like that, and boom. And you just use that to wire it up. So what I'm going to be wiring it to, I'm actually going to make my own grounding point inside of the car. I already know there's a bolt back there that I can just unscrew and then put a ring terminal in here and then bolt it down and make it grounded. As for the power, I'm just going to be quick. It's called a Scotch lock, and these are Scotch locks. If you don't know what they are, these things are actually really handy when I keep dropping stuff today. They're really handy if you do like just a little bit ago I got done doing an install on a really cool guy's car, and he using his factory radio in his car. So instead of going in, cutting all his wires and stuff like that, and trying to make RCA cables work, I installed a add-on amp box. Trying to make some sense here. Basically, it's a little box, and it has RCA cables out of it, and it looks kind of. If you don't know what RCA cables are, these are. They're red and white. One end goes back to your radio, one end goes to your amplifier. And his car, since it's a stock car, stock radio, it didn't have those inputs. So you can buy a box from Walmart that has them. You just use your radio. You use your speaker frequency, and it transforms it to those frequencies that it needs to send to the amplifier so you can get your bass. So yeah, I was able to add on the RCA inputs with these little things. Basically, you stick the wire in, you stick another piece of wire in there, put some pliers on it, crimps the wire, makes the tiniest little slit. So this little metal piece here in the center. I don't know if I can get a close up on that or not. Let's see. Anyway. You can kind of see it, sorry it's blurry, but that little metal piece is where it conducts. So when I push it down and it makes a little slit in the wires, it's going to connect them basically. So it's like joining the two wires. So if he wants to sell that car and take out everything, all he has to do is, talk to me. Hey, I got you, bud. And all I'll do is take some needle nose pliers, bend it up, pull this little piece back and make it open. That way it'll disconnect. And then it'll have a little tiny little slit inside of the wires or on the wires, and I'll just put some tape over it, solder over it, what have you, to make it so it's not with a hole in it. So these make it really easy to do that for removing stuff. I don't want to cut into any of my wires that I have now. I don't really want to mess anything up. I like the way everything is set up. So I'm going to go ahead and just make this look a little pretty, get the car apart, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. So. Alright guys, so like I said, sorry if it's hard to hear me, I'm going to try to talk loud. These are some panel removal tools. These are all broken and crappy. These are really cheap. They're like $1 on eBay. And you get this one, and I got this one, and then the other two I've lost. But you get one that a little smaller than that for other applications, but they work really well. They are coming from Japan. It's kind of far away, but since they're so cheap, I'm not in a big hurry. This actually works pretty well. In the Aveo, like my car, to get the radio out, by the way, all you have to do is take these out. Take these out just like that. And then you just do your screws and there's your radio. But what I'm doing is I'm going to be removing this screw, since I only have one apparently. Put that screw safely there. Now this whole thing right here is going to pop up. These little holes right here are where that voltmeter is going to go. So theory is that I'm just going to be able to push it in there and tighten this little screw on, and it'll stay. So I'm going to try that. That's my attempt. Like I said, this should just pop up. I'm going to use a little bit of tool here. There it is. I do this all the time, so usually it's not too tight. Take out your hazard button plug, lay that down. Oh, actually I need that. What am I thinking? So let me try to get you guys in here a little bit here. Boom. Alright, so like I said, these are the holes that I'm going to be mounting in. I'm just going to use probably this one closer to me. On the back, all I have to do is take out a few of these screws, and this whole bracket will come out. What I'm going to have to do is probably take just like a jigsaw or a sawzall or something and cut this so that I can slide that into there and then twist it on. Whoa, it's a little broken. My wires and everything are back here on my radio, but once I can get this done, I can show you guys the wiring process. But I want to make sure that I can get this in there, so I'm going to show you guys me taking this off and fitting it. So let's see. Alright, so now I got my voltmeter. I took all the little holes out. I'm just going to slide this through and we will see what happens. I don't really know, but we're going to find out. I measured it and they seem pretty close, so let's see. We'll just feed the wire through here and, oh guys, we are on point here. Would you just look at that? Gosh, she fits right in there. Just like that. And then if you can picture it here, the button hazards will go right there. And we got a voltmeter, guys. Man, it's gonna be beautiful. So what I have to do next is I'm just going to reroute this little screw on here. Make sure that it does in fact tighten down so it's not going to move. And I can see every reason that this is gonna work. Every reason. But I mean, and it's still pretty straight. And then, like I said, I got the wires here. Once I cut that bracket, it's just gonna sit. It'll sit right here and across, so it won't even interfere with that. I'm probably gonna try and tighten this just down. Let's see, it just came loose a little bit. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get that to stay. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this bracket cut real quick, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, so I figured I'd just bring you in the car with me here so I don't have to be screaming outside. I said I was going to have to cut this bracket right here, but it looks like, that these little things, they just pop out. I knew that, but I wasn't going to be sure that it would slide back over the wiring and the plug here. But they just come on out. So all I had to do was slide this over this like this, and then it just sits right back where it should. All I have to do is put the screws in and make sure that this thing is tight, and we're good. And then yeah, I'll pick it back up when I get it put in and show you guys the wiring thing. Alright guys, I'm going to slide back here a little bit. So this is what I was kind of talking about. So the blue wire was for the voltmeter. This is my amp turn on wire. So the wires are in there together like that with that little metal piece crimped down. Back there is where I have it grounded and it's tightened down pretty good. Not going to go anywhere, pretty solid. I need both hands to do this, and the tripod kind of fell over. So I'm going to put it down and then I will show you guys me trying it for the first time. Alright, so back, and then this is what it'll look like. Basically it's just in the dash. It's right here where I sit to look. All I have to do is just take a little glance down and boom, I have voltage. So really, that's about it. Let me see here. I got my keys in my pocket, and so let's turn my car over and let's see if it works. We have voltage. Guys, it works. Uh-oh. I may not have any music yet. So that's 11.2. But again, this isn't coming off the car. This is coming off the amp. I have no other power on. I'm going to turn it on again. And then let me turn the car all the way on. There we go. So that's at 13.3. Just sitting here, no music playing or anything. This car only does 90 amps on the alternator, so it's very, very, very small. I don't have my big 3 completely done, so once that is completely done, the voltage should go up. Hopefully another volt, not just a 0.5, 0.6, whatever. It should go up to 14 point something, so that'll be really good. That'll help out. The only thing that's holding me back is the positive battery terminal to the positive on the alternator. I'm waiting on my fuse. I have to go ahead and get that ordered so I can have that. The fuse that's on my current amp right now isn't doing very well. It's melting a little bit. I think the wire that I'm using, the KNU wire, is a little too thick for it, and the wire's touching it and causing it to melt a little bit once it's playing really hard. I'm gonna mess with this a little bit more. I think my bass knob's a little messed up as well, but really, guys, excuse me, that's it. That's the bass, that's the voltmeter. Again, this is from eBay. That may be off, it may be perfect, it may be a little high, I don't know. This is just to give me a general idea of what I'm looking at. I can keep an eye on it. But yeah, that's it, dude. $3 will get you a little one like that. If you have an Aveo, it fits perfectly. I'm very, very happy with the way it fits in there. Might have to scoot it over a little bit, but it wired up perfectly. It's grounded. I know the ground's perfect, so but if it starts giving me any problems, I can just, like I said, $3, not a big deal. But alright, guys, I want to thanks for watching. Once I get my fuses and stuff, I can install videos on that, do them on the brakes. I bought the clamp, the C-clamp to push the caliper back, so that's not a problem. I can do that as soon as I get it. I'm going to work on this bass knob, put it back on, see what's up, clean up in here a little bit, and that'll be it. So thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. If you want to see other videos like this, just let me know. I love doing little wiring videos and stuff like that. I would have videoed the other guy's car that I was doing, but unfortunately I was kind of in a time crunch. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. Again, thanks guys, and I'll see you later. Peace out.